Hello there everybody, it's me Alexa, and today we're going to be talking about Harry Potter. So this is the first of this type of video. I'm going to have them every once in a while. If anything comes up in the news or in just something's going on that I want to talk about, then I'm going to just kind of sit down and make a video talking about it. Very informal and nothing too fancy, because yeah, that's kind of the reason I started this channel, so I could just kind of talk about whatever I wanted, and here we are gonna do that. So as you guys may know, I am a huge fan of Harry Potter. I've been reading the books for as long as I can remember. The first book literally came out in the US the same year I was born, and my parents read me the books before I knew how to read. So I have like always been into Harry Potter. And earlier this week, I don't know if y'all saw the news, but it has been announced that HBO Max is in early development for a new Harry Potter TV series. Early development means that honestly the show could even not get made still. It does not have any confirmation about whether or not it's going to, like, that is like the earliest stages. It's early development, surprise, kind of says it all in the name. So it's not guaranteed that the show will come out. But what I want to talk about with you guys is what I would like to see from this show, and I want to hear your all's thoughts too if any of you guys are Harry Potter fans. I've been like kind of reading other articles and also people's posts on like subreddits, like the Harry Potter one and stuff. And I've seen a lot of different things that people want from the series. And I've so far not found anyone who's like had the same track of what I kind of want. But some people have had vaguely the same. I guess I have like a bit more, I have both a more specified and a more vague what I want from this series. But let's talk about it. So one of the most common things that I've seen that other people want is the thing that I want the least, which is the books remade into a TV series. So like similar to how Game of Thrones is, you know, like one season per book. A lot of people want that, and a lot of people hate the movies more than I realized. And honestly, I think that those people need to kind of get a reality check because I've seen a lot of books to movies, and Harry Potter did a pretty good job, you know, knowing how filmmaking works, and there's a lot of things I wish were in it. Like if I could make 2-hour-long videos about each movie talking about all the things that they left out in the movies from the books. Like there's so much, and I wish that books we made to TV shows had been more popular back in 2001 when they started, you know, turning the book into like a visual medium. And sadly, though, it didn't, and I really like the characters in the movies. Like, there's some people that they just could not recast. Like, Minerva McGonagall, you're gonna tell me, and Alan Rickman as Snape. The only issue with Alan Rickman was, of course, he was a bit too old. Though, honestly, he had a rough life, and they could have still left all the other people to be the right age, in my opinion. But, you know, that's a different argument for a different day. But I do not want a remade series, because I feel like, while that would be cool, the movies have their own magic about them. And while they're not perfect, I'll be the first to admit it, they leave out a lot, you know, they have some characters are poorly developed, etc. They really do just have their own magic to it, and I think recreating that would only take away. Unless they were to somehow really surprise me and just like absolutely nail it, which I have a strong feeling they won't, because it's very few times have we seen something absolutely nail a recreation of a book whenever turning it into a visual medium. And while I'd like to hope that they do it perfectly, then it's just wonderful recreation, like book to TV show, exactly wonderful, I don't think that would happen. So if I hear that that's what the TV series is going to be, I'm going to be a lot more nervous than excited. And then a lot of people also made comments where they wanted to be like about the Marauders, and I think that could be cool. I feel like that'd be like a teen drama kind of set in the world, which could be fascinating, but I think that there's a lot more other options that would be better, because we have the whole wizarding world here. Like, J.K. Rowling, whatever opinions you have of her now and the things she tweets and says, you know, a whole other topic, but she created this really cool world. Like, Hogwarts, oh, I want to go there so badly. It is such an amazing just like experience wrapped up in this book series, and there is so much they can do with it, and that was my biggest disappointment with the Fantastic Beasts movies. And of course I have to talk about them briefly, because anything that comes out of the wizarding world of Harry Potter kind of impacts what I think about other stuff, like what I expect from other things from it. And the Fantastic Beasts, I was so excited when they first announced it, because I thought that it was going to be Newt traveling the world and discovering these animals and creating the book, The Fantastic Beasts Where to Find Them. But no, it's like he already has it mostly made, and then it's young Dumbledore and like a whole bunch of plot holes and continuity errors and, you know, just a little bit of a mess. And I did enjoy the first movie, and there are parts of the second movie that I also enjoyed. Like the first 35 minutes of the second movie, I was so on board, which just made the rest of it more disappointing. I could make so many videos about Harry Potter. Let me know if you guys want more Harry Potter talks, because I mean, I could make so much Harry Potter content. I have so much to say about all the different things in the wizarding world of Harry Potter. So, like, what I wanted, though, from Fantastic Beasts was, as I said before, Newt traveling the world, and then we got to explore, like, all the different countries and all these different animals and, like, learn about the actual world. But instead, it just became a continuation of the book that we already have. And that, to me, was a bit disappointing, because that's not what I wanted. Well, you know, it's okay if they had done it well, I would have been less disappointed, but, you know, because it wasn't done well as well, it also, I feel, takes away almost from the original story. Because then you have this whole plot hole with Dumbledore, you know, you have plot hole with Dumbledore's past, and it kind of takes away from his character as we knew him in the Harry Potter series. And I don't want that. I want my Harry Potter series to stay good and beautiful, and Cursed Child to continue to not exist, because I don't believe it's real. And so what I want out of the series, after that long-winded discussion of all the things I don't want, is to just continue to explore the world. Like, there is so much they could do. Like, they could do a CSI type show, like a police show using the Aurors, you know, the people who go out and catch bad wizards. You could do like a House of Cards thing set in the Ministry of Magic. There is so much drama going on with the politics there. That could be super cool. I mean, there is so much outside of Hogwarts that could be done. And especially with like movies and such, and I'm super excited for Hogwarts Legacy, because it is completely its own story, and you get to kind of experience Hogwarts by yourself, which is all, like, I mean, dream come true. I am so excited for the Hogwarts Legacy. And that's also something I want with this TV series. I wanted to adamantly state that J.K. Rowling has no involvement in it. That would also be something that would make me happy. For a lot of reasons, because that's one thing that Hogwarts Legacy is like. It's based on her world, but she didn't have anything to do with it. They're very, like, adamant about vocalizing that, and I hope to see the same from this TV show, because that's what I hope that they are doing, because really, I just don't think she's a very great screenwriter, and I don't want her to help write the TV series. And also, I think that she's a bit stuck in Harry Potter, and she's having a hard time going out of Harry Potter in the world, because the world in her head is so, like, directly involved with his character and the story that is around him, that she has a hard time branching to the other parts of it, I feel. And I want this to branch out to those other parts. Like, imagine we could even have, like, a show set in America or set in one of the other countries. Like, we have these other schools set up. Like, the only one I can think of the name of right now is Ilvermorny in the United States. I'm like, why not have a show set there? Or, you know, there's like other countries in the world too. There's so much that you could do with that. Or even if you had it still at Hogwarts, you know, go back in time, have it be like the other Triwizard tournaments where like we learn about some of the other schools going on. Not Beauxbaton and Durmstrang, but like some of the other ones. Because there's so many all around the world of these wizarding schools, and I'd love to explore those more and see how they teach magic and how their world is there at their school, because Hogwarts is so dope, and there's so much more that you can do though outside the walls of the castle, that I think that there's so much to explore that I want them to shoot for the moon and just create other stuff in the world, like kind of how Star Wars is doing, where, you know, they have some things that are still, you know, connected and such, but they also have a lot going on that's just in the world and kind of has nothing to do with the original story, and that's working really great for them. So I'm really hoping that HBO Max and everyone else working on it looks at that and thinks, okay, let's create something that's different. And also maybe looks at Fantastic Beasts and see how it's not doing too great, and sees that, okay, so that's not working, what can we do that does work, and just create something that's set in this wonderful wizarding world that has nothing to do with Harry Potter, besides like a few little Easter eggs and like little moments, maybe like a name mention and such like that. Would be fun, but like overall the story doesn't have anything to do with them. So yeah, there is currently no information really out about the show besides the fact that it's set in the wizarding world of Harry Potter and it's in early development, gonna be made for HBO Max, and there's nothing else. So I look forward to learning more as more gets revealed, hopefully not leaked. I'm really sick of things getting leaked, honestly. I'm really sick of it. Like, just let the people release what they want when they want to. It's getting really frustrating. But that's again, a whole nother video. But I look forward still to discovering more about the show as they reveal more. Hopefully it does get made and it, you know, does actually come out. I feel like it will now that they've had this little talk about it, because there's gonna be so much fan hype around that. I mean, the Harry Potter fans are massive, huge, like they're gonna show up no matter what they're doing with it. So I'm really looking forward to how that'll be. All right, I think that is all I have to say about the Harry Potter TV series for now. I'm sure I'll be talking more about it later. Let me know all of your thoughts on it down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Hope you all are staying safe out there and have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!